Kuzampula. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshops. Embassy of India, Thimpu, ICCR's Nehru Wangchuk Cultural Center. Yoga teacher Ram KV SSN Murthy here. My true praise to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties in the whole Bhutan. So before recitation, again I would like to give these simple points regarding COVID protocols. Even though we are getting vaccinations, so do not forget to maintain that physical distancing or avoid crowding as a first priority. Or when you are in the crowds, do not touch any surfaces and always carry your hand lotions to clean the hands updately. Or first priority, wash your hands with the available soap waters. The next one is do not count currency or do not count papers by touching your tongue, or for any region do not touch your tongue. Second one is double mask or triple mask. Wear double mask or triple mask, or try to properly wear face shields to cover total facial organs. So when you are come back to the home, please try to wash them properly, or just try to learn how to dismantle them properly. So next one is as we know that hygiene. So hygiene is very important thing, that in two ways. One is hand hygiene, as we mentioned that hand lotion. Second one is respiratory hygiene. So add anu taila or shadbindu taila or plain cow ghee into the nostrils, one drop into the each nostrils, morning once, evening once, if you know well. If you don't know, then no need to go for these practices. You can directly go for steam inhalation in a day as per the requirement. Try to go as maximum as possible, maybe 3 times or 6 times or 8 times. But please remember, whenever you are taking steam inhalation, maybe 10 seconds or 20 seconds enough. But for that also, try to maintain one small device just next to your door. Before entering your home, try to refresh with this steam inhalation. Then after that, please go inside, because viral cells will stay inside the paranasal or parasynal cavities for a long time, so that hot food or hot water may not kill that virus, but hot air can easily remove that viral cells in the initial stages. At least it will bring down the viral load. So next one is gargling. So using of Estimadhu powder or Tripala powder, or using plain salt water with acceptable hot water, clean your throat repeatedly, so whenever it is requirement. Then next important thing is, as we know that oil pulling or water pulling also important. When you have good knowledge on this, you can choose this kind of mouth cleaning technique also, morning once, afternoon once, evening once, or at least morning once. If you know well about the administration of the oils, you can do, or you can do with plain hot water. So next important thing is cloves therapy, cloves powder and honey. It's a combination with a milk or with hot water early in the morning once, empty stomach. If possible in the evening also, for somewhat it will relieve from the phlegm infections from the throat level. So it's basically it can be a good preventive method to get rid for the dry coughs. So next one is vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, and like a zinc based diets also very important, which are abundantly available local fresh green leafy vegetables, fruits and milk items and mushrooms, and organic materials called green leaves and this kind of things. So in your diet, do not blindly compose your diet with only carbohydrates. Please try to choose proper way of maintaining all these items. So here again I would like to mention home kitchen remedies, or kitchen Ayurveda ingredients called pepper, cumin and cinnamon, rock salt, jaggery, ilachi, ajwain seed powder, as well as seeds, and garlic and hing, ginger, and next one is turmeric and coriander powder. So these are all very simple home kitchen remedies or ingredients which will boost up the immunity. In your diets, you can compose these items also in your diets. So next one is local Shilajit, also very important to maintain the immunity as well as to maintain the skeleton system fitness. But if you know well about these practices, please do or take advice from your traditional medical doctor or teacher. So also we have cordyceps, also very important thing. So next one is Ayurvedic tonics called kadachai preparation, morning to afternoons or morning to evenings, and evenings like a golden milk preparations are very suitable drinks to the human body to raise up the immunity, or to give proper balance in between the vata, pitta, kapha, or internal wind, internal biles and internal glue. So next one is Chyawanprash, also very important ingredient to boost up the immunity. Generally, it is a fighting agent against the many kind of viral cells and bacterial cells and fungal agents. So in your diet, please add these compositions also. And coming to practices, like in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, it's a recitation. Hatha Yoga Pradipika, it is saying that how important our kriyas are, cleaning techniques are. It's also very important. It is saying that Vasti is a kind of yogic enema or rectal cleaning in a yogic method. This recitation saying that Gulma Plihodaram Chapi Vata Pitta Kapodbhavaha Vasti Karma Prabhavena Kshiyante Sakala Mayaha. Only with the practice of Vasti or yogic enema will be enough to control many kind of diseases, disorders that is related to abdomen, lower abdomen, also it's a overflow. So whatever diseases and disorders we have, so only yogic enema will be clear. But in these days, yogic enema or the practice which I already mentioned, Vasti, as per the traditional text, may not suitable to the people who are living in the apartments or who are living in the the homes which are very congested. But for them, we have Sanka Prakshalana. It's a kind of technique from mouth to abdomen or mouth to rectum cleaning technique through the hot water or hot salt water. So it's a kind of practices, it's a cleaning practices of the abdomen. So one should drink hot water in periodically in that given time of 1 hour, 2 hour. One should clean the abdomen by going toilet in that consequent 1 hour, 2 hours time. It may be for 5 times or 6 times or 7 times. It's a basically cleaning technique. But please remember, it has some rules and regulations during the practices and after the practices also. If you have good interaction, good time with your yoga teacher, please try to take about this practice also. Take some good notes how to do this one. In generally, Sanka Prakshalana, actually the measured technique, it can be performed once in 4 months or once in 6 months. But the short way also there, Laghu Sanka Prakshalana, you can do daily once or daily twice also as per your requirement. So here, in this week, we will see the some of the women-related disorder called dysmenorrhea or menstrual difficulty or menstrual cramps. So here in Ayurveda, it has a clear notes how to deal this unevenness or how to deal with this situation. So generally in Ayurveda it is called as Rutusula or Kastartava or Rutusula or Kastartava. Causes, as we know that first of all inactive life and our negligence and our laziness. Second one is over medicine uses or over drug interferences. And as well as next one is fibroids and polyps and infections and some of the accidents cases and pelvic inflammations. The next one is hormonal disturbances and heredity and estrogen interferences. So these are some of the common causes. Also our family history also very important. So symptoms are like pain, lower abdomen and pain in the lower back and total inconveniency in the life. Then second one is what we call anemia and insomnia and some of other disturbances or repeated urination, repeated toilet. These are common symptoms. So when you have this kind of unevenness, so what to avoid and what to add? Here avoid repeated drinking of coffees as well as repeated drinking of teas. So moreover, try to cut down your caffeine from your diet, and as well as try to avoid chocolates, try to avoid bakery items also, and try to lower the carbohydrates and try to avoid the things which can cause diuretic condition, and please avoid or cut down sugars and brinjal related things, and especially try to avoid or take more advice from the doctors how to use family planning pills, especially IUCD interferences. So these are common the things which has to be avoided. And also please avoid or totally cut down the non-vegetarians and the sugars also. But adding vitamin C and vitamin E and calcium related things in your diet. So next one is exercise every day. Good exercise, morning half an hour, evening half an hour, also very important. So next one is from the childhood. So try to include good exercises, including swimming also from the childhood. That will be good exercise for your lower abdomen, especially for the girls. So next one is add more fibrous diets in your foods. And here in Ayurveda, we have other type of medicines also available, what we call Raja Pravardhinivati or Ashoka Arista or Kumari Vyasam. The next one is Bala Suryodayam. Next one is Nasta Pushpantaka Rasa. Next one is Phala Sarpa and Sukuma Gruta, Tankana Basva, as well as Vanga Basva and Chandra Kalaras. These are very simple Ayurvedic preparations which are made up of herbal medicines, only plant-based medicines. So according to your free time, according to your knowledge, according to your interaction with your Ayurvedic doctor, you can order through online also. But only thing is, before using this one, please try to know how to use this kind of tonics or available tablets. Like today's in our Ayurvedic class, we have 3 home remedies. If you notice this kind of dysmenorrhea or menstrual difficulties or menstrual cramps, please immediately include aloe vera in your diets. So early in the morning, aloe vera pulp, plain aloe vera pulp and turmeric. Aloe vera pulp and turmeric with a hot water, 100 ml to 150 ml of hot water, and aloe vera pulp maybe 30 ml to 40 ml, and using just 3-4 grams of turmeric. Morning once and evening once, try to use this application, try to begin your application before your monthly sickness week, at least 1 week before to your monthly sickness. So next preparation is, as we mentioned many times, Triphala, always good for the encounter to many kind of diseases and disorders. So Triphala also very important, especially in the nights before your sleeping hour. Triphala 1 or 2 capsules with the adding of 100 ml or 150 ml of milk or water, please have them. This will helpful in somewhat in creating balancing from the inflammations. So next important home remedy is hing, Asafoetida. Just 1 or 2 grams, 80 ml to 100 ml of water. Just try to mix it properly and drink early in the morning. So this application also has to start 1 week before to your menstrual cycle. Like along with this one, try to add more hobbies in your life. Do not try to master in any kind of hobby. Just include more hobbies to activate yourself or to engage yourself in more activities. And again, our heavy loaded stress and depression, phobias, and these are also can be causing factors for our many kind of illness. Tomorrow when we are meeting here at the same place, same topic, we will see still more good applications in Ayurveda for the same dysmenorrhea. So let's come to the yoga class now. And in yoga, as we know that every posture has its own benefit, and every pranayama also his own benefit to create in general health to the body. So it is not only the people who are having this kind of dysmenorrhea or menstrual cycles will do that. So please, everyone, please include these yoga practices in your regular exercise timings. Coming to the sun salutation, this is our regular practice to create balance in cases of many illness and many sickness also. Then keep a long, slow, deep inhalation and lift your arms up above to the head, called Kailasha Mudra. Then from there, slowly bring them down at your chest level. Take a long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. And here we have chanting and Bijakshara and Mantra Sadhan. So when you have traditional belief, follow this one or follow only physical exercises. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tatvam Pushan Apavrunu Satya Dharmaya Drustaye. Om Hram Hrim Hrum Hraim Hom Raha Mitra Ravi Surya Bhanu Kagapushna Hiranya Garbha Maricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskaraya Namaha. And stretch your arms forward, lift your arms up and slightly put a back bend, Ardha Chandrasan or Ardha Chakrasan, and again from there keep body straight. Once pull yourself up, then very slowly bend the body forward. But if you have any issues with the lower back or above back, or head or facial organ issues, do not follow the forward bends. And right leg must be your back leg here, called Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. And right back leg straight on the toes and join your forward leg to back leg, called Santulanasana or Dandasana. Then very slowly bend the body down completely towards the floor, called Ashtanga Namaskarasana or Sastanga Namaskarasana. Then very slowly push your body forward, lift the body like a lifted head cobra posture, called Bhujangasana. And back leg straight on the toes and lift your body, push your body inside, called Parvatasana. And right leg is your forward leg here, called Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. And right back leg straight on the toes and lift your knee, then very slowly join your back leg to the forward leg, called Padahastasana. And lift your arms and body at a time up, called Hasta Uttanasana. Again slowly keep a back bend, Ardha Chandra or Ardha Chakra. And slowly keep your body straight, Pranamasana above to the head. Then very slowly bring your Pranamasana down at your chest level, called Anahata Pranamasana. Then lift your arms with inhalation, and with exhalation wide your arms. Then very slowly bring them down, rest and relaxation enough. Then wide your legs, lock your hands back. Then once have long, slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. As per our today's schedule, we have Pavana Mukta Asana Sreni or Sukshma Yoga Vyayam. So anyone can do these practices. So try to properly sit on any convenient surface. Then soon after that, once take relaxation by keeping your both the hands slant. Just lift your chest up and few seconds keep a back bend to relax the body and breath. Then straight, keep your body straight. Take a long, slow inhalation and exhalation. Then try to properly in any convenient posture. Like for the people, especially for the people who are having these abdominal disturbances because of menstrual cycles, for them many exercises are suitable, and as well as this Pavana Mukta Asana Sreni also. Basically it will improve the mobility, or basically it will improve the flexibility in you. You can add this kind of simple Pavana Mukta Asana Sreni practices just before your any kind of workouts also. Basically it's a good warm up for the body. Alright, take a long slow inhalation, exhalation. Then here keep your body straight. So we are directly beginning from the head exercises. Today we are not doing eye exercises. Alright, and now take a long slow inhalation, exhalation. Alright, interlock your fingers. Just press your head and stay here for a while. This what we call isometric exercises we are doing now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then slowly come back. So keep your hand from behind the head to press your head from back. Again few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Relaxation enough. Come back. Again here lift your chin up and try to put your both the arms with interlocked hands on the forehead. Press your head and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Relaxation enough. Come back. Keep your head straight. Leave your arms. Take a long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. Then here keep your right arm or left arm at the concerned head part and press your head and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4 and very slowly come back. Relaxation. And opposite side same thing. Press your head and few seconds stay now here. Apply opposite side equal forces at the palm point, at the head point. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Relaxation. Now here 2 palms at a time from both the sides of the head and few seconds press and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Relaxations. Enough. One long slow inhalation and exhalation. Then turn your head towards your right side or left side with the same concerned hand from the exact side angle from the forehead level. Press and stay. Now here also apply both opposite side equal forces. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Very slowly come back. Resting, relaxation. One long inhalation, exhalation. So these simple exercises can be benefit for the people who are having this neck rigidness, as well as for the people who are having this kind of cervical issues also. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 relaxations enough. One long slow inhalation, exhalation. Right, keep your head straight, interlock your fingers, place them at your forehead level, press your head back, and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then very slowly come back. Relaxation. One long slow inhalation, exhalation. Then try to keep your both the palms together under your chin. At the same time, lift your chin, and at the same time press your chin also down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relaxation. One long, slow, and deep inhalation and exhalation. So right, when you have any cervical level issues, avoid forward bends. The remaining people can do this all the exercises. Lift your chin up, inhalation, and exhalation. Keep your head straight, or still you can able to keep your neck down completely. Press your chin towards your throat. Again, inhalation, lift your head up, and exhalation, completely keep your head straight. After that, press it down towards your throat. And inhalation, lift your head up, and exhalation, completely keep your head straight or completely down, and then straight. Take a long slow inhalation, then towards your right side bend your heads with breathe out, and very slowly come back with breathe in, and opposite side with breathe out, completely bend, and then slowly come back with breathe in and breathe out, opposite side, completely bend your head, and slowly come back, breathe in, and opposite side again, breathe out, bends, again slowly come back, long slow inhalation and exhalation. Then here, turning of the head towards your right side or left side with proper breathe out, turn the heads, and come straight with inhalation. Opposite side, breathe out, completely turns, again slowly come back with breathe in and breathe out. So turn the head to the right or left side again, and slowly come back, breathe in, and opposite side completely turn, then very slowly come back. One long slow inhalation, exhalation. Alright, keep your body straight. So here, hold your knees to keep your body erect. Now here, lift your head up to the right side shoulder, left side shoulder, just move your head. Here it is what we are doing is now chin up, head half cycles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relaxation, enough, come back. So this kind of simple exercises related to head, like you can do just before your sleeping hour also. Alright, same exercise, head half cycles we are doing. Lift your shoulders completely up, again lift your chin up, then towards your right side shoulder and left side shoulder, and gently turn your head to press your neck muscle to shoulder muscle with your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, last counts 5. Then very slowly keep your shoulders down and keep your head straight. Take a long slow inhalation, exhalation. So when you have any issues related to head forward bends, do not do the next exercise. Remaining people can do. Lift your chin up with inhalation, and very slowly exhalation from your right side or left side. Keep your head down, and other side with inhalation, lift your head up. Then slowly breathe out, completely down your heads. Again slowly breathe in, lift your head up. Last counts, breathe out, completely bend the heads. Then slowly lift your heads from other side. Right, keep your head straight. Long slow inhalation, exhalation, and lift your head up. Opposite side, same exercise. Completely bring your head down with breathe outs, and very slowly completely breathe in and lift your head up. And second count, breathe out, keep your head completely down, and slowly breathe in, lift your heads up. So last counts, breathe out, keep your heads down, and breathe in, lift your heads up. Alright, relaxations, enough. Keep your head straight. Take just long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. Then soon after these practices, with your two hands or with your two closer fist support, give a smooth massage around your neck portion to create some balance at the muscular level, at the bone level. Okay, right. Take a long, slow inhalation, exhalation. So right, when we are meeting here the same place, same topic with the yoga, practical yoga, we will see good applications with the stick, Danda Yoga Abhyas. All right. So before adding pranayam into our practices, once take a rest, take a long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalations. Again, refix your posters in any kind of posters, any kind of convenient, comfortable posters. Choose any surface and long and slow and deep inhalation and exhalation. It is also advised that before your pranayam, so you can drink sip of water. It is also recommended for mantra chanting and sloka chanting. All right, take a long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. Then coming to pranayam, sloka and mantra and bijakshara. ॐ केशवाय स्वाहा ॐ माधवाय स्वाहा ॐ नारायणाय स्वाहा ॐ अद्य समाधि तत्फलसिद्ध्यर्थम् आसनपूर्वकान् प्राणायामादीन् करिष्ये Om Sand Sand Sandhi. So in other words, this sloka is saying that yoga purpose of yoga is not only maintain physical health or immunity or metabolic activity or anti-aging. We have definite goal called spiritual upliftment or nirvana or samadhi state. So to reach that level, one should be aware of the physical health and mental health and social health. Okay, so in pranayam practices, especially for the people who are having these abdominal disturbances because of menstrual cycles, for them Kapalabhati also important practice, as well as Bhastrika also important practice, and mudras and bandhas and kriyas. So what not, in yoga everything is important, but the way how we are doing our exercises. So especially for the people who are having this kind of issues because of overheat inside, for them Bhastrika or Kapalabhati may not really immediately suitable. For them some of the practices which will give cooling effects, that will be suitable. So today in our today's exercise, I want to include only two exercises like last week. One is Sitali or Sitkari, the second one is Chandra Bhedana Pranayam. Okay, keep your position straight. So when you are doing these pranayamas in your home or in any kind of environment, please see that environment must be very clean and neat. All right, coming to the practices, take a long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. And Sitali Pranayam, Gulma Plihodika Roga Jwaram Pittam Kshudan Trisham Vishani Sitali Nama Kumbhakeyam Nihantihi. Like it is saying that it cures enlarged spleen or enlarged glands, and also it is saying that the people who are experiencing repeated feverish symptoms because of overheat, for them also it is very good exercises. And if the people who are having excess suffering with the excess biles, for them also it is important practices. And basically it will control the thirst, it will control the hunger, and as well as it will counteract to the poisons also. The way how we are doing important. So repeatedly I am saying this word, the way how we are doing important, means here in yoga we have different theories, different practices and different methods in yoga. But only thing is the continuity, what continuity we have, that will be matter. Okay, take a long, slow inhalation, exhalation. Right, keep your position straight and take your tongue out for inhalation and fold your tongue like a dry leaf, and inhalation with the folded tongue. And breathe out with the nose. Again breathe in with the folded tongue. And breathe out with the nose. Again breathe in with the folded tongue. fourth inhalation. Last inhalation. Alright. For the people who cannot fold the tongue, or for the people who also doing this Sitali pranayam, so anyone can do next exercise called Chandra Bhedana pranayam. It is a left side nostril inhalation, right side nostril breathe out. Alright, keep your body straight. And now use your both the hands, right hand last two fingers and thumb to close and open the nostrils. As we mentioned that, turn your palm just in front of your face, and your right nostril will receive your right thumb, and your left nostril will receive last two fingers of the right hand. So basically here, close your right nostril to take inhalation from the left one. And close your left nostril and breathe out with the right. Again, left side nostril inhalation. Alternative nostril, right nostril breathe out. Left side nostril breathe in. And alternative nostril breathe out. Fourth count inhalation with the left nostril. And right nostril breathe out. Last inhalation with the left. And breathe out to complete your pranayam with the right. Right, keep your hand down. So as per your convenient time, you can do more repetitions also. Right, after doing these practices, yoga postures and pranayam, so directly you can choose dharana practices if you know well, or if you know well about the concentration practices from the Trataka format, you can do that also. So once you will able to finish dharana or Trataka properly, then please try to give some more time to regenerate the body or to give relaxation to the body and mind through yoga nidra abhyas or through power naps. And once you will able to finish your total yoga practices based on the strength in the practices, based on the intensity in the practices, like it is also advised to take 15 minutes or half an hour time to take bath, and further 10 minutes time to take breakfast. So it is totally depend on the people, person to person, and practice schedule to practice schedules. So in the afternoon before your lunch hour, once you will decided to do yoga exercises, but that is not yoga postures, you can do pranayamas when your environment will supports you, or you can just do yoga nidra or power nap while sitting on the chairs also. Very simple exercises to regenerate the body, to improve productivity from you. In fact, it will give good concentration to focus your further works. In the evening, once you will be totally free from your all activities and all affairs, so before your dinner time, try to create half an hour time to do good exercises in the form of yoga. It is very simple and very effective. It don't demand your shoes, it don't demand special dress, it don't demand any costly equipments also. Very simple and very effective. Or if you want to do your own activities, gym or martial arts or sports, in the ending try to create at least 15 minutes to 20 minutes time to do yoga, at least breathing and breathe outs. Alright, so like tomorrow when we are meeting here at the same place at the same topic, we will see still more good applications in Ayurveda for the same purpose, like menstrual inconvenience. Also we will do good exercises in yoga, like danda yoga or stick yoga practices. So until then, take care of yourself. Thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay away from bad habits and do yoga also. Thanking you all.